7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine
EVA ended at 170 hours, 48 minutes. All systems functioning well. You don't need your paper.
Man, that was a cool teaser trailer. Just imagine what that must have been like, to have all those expectations and yet be completely oblivious to Michael Bay's crappy vision for this series. Hi everybody, I'm the Tom on the internet, and today we're looking at Transformers. Sam Witwicky is a normal, quirky teenager who, thanks to some heirloom MacGuffin glasses, unwittingly gets caught up in an ancient conflict between two factions of alien robots. As you know, a few episodes ago I reviewed the fourth film in this series and found it to be an infuriatingly repetitive bore. Thankfully, this one doesn't fill me with the same levels of hate. I can actually think of quite a few positive things to say about this movie. First, the obvious. The special effects are amazing! ILM really did a great job rendering these robots to life, and I often find myself forgetting that these things aren't actually on the screen. Something else this movie has going for it is that it actually manages to avoid or tone down the problems of the sequels. For instance, the huge amounts of focus on the human characters make sense here, as the film needs to introduce us to the Transformers and their backstory. Plus, most of them actually serve a role in this story. Yes, even the comic relief characters. Except for Sam's parents, they suck. Also, quite surprisingly, the film is actually quite kind to female characters. Megan Fox's character, Michaela Baines? Really? Is a strong woman with an interest in mechanics and cars and has an interesting backstory, yet is constantly dehumanized to just her looks by everyone around her, from this jock guy to Agent Simmons to Michael Bay's directing. I almost wish she was the main character. She's miles more interesting than Sam Wickwicks.
It's Witwicky.
There's also this government lady who displays a remarkable amount of competence for a woman in a Michael Bay production, completely driving the story along in the government subplot. Plus, she has an Australian accent, which makes me like her more. Now, while I have been singing this film's praises, unfortunately it's still a Michael Bay Transformers movie, which means that there are still some issues. For one thing, the humour. This film is not funny, yet it's convinced it's the most hilarious thing ever. All of the humour this movie offers is just stereotype screaming, and it grates fast.
This is bad. No! Rojo, off the robot!
You eyeball my piece, pretty son? Oh, you wanna go? Make something happen, do it. But I promise you, I will bust you up. On drugs.
This is my private area, my place of zen and peace. Listen to me. Shut up, Grandma! What are you doing here?
Just give me a break, will you?
Grandma, drink your prune juice!
You have a rodent infestation. Shall I terminate?
No, it's not wrong with the Chihuahua. This is my Chihuahua. We love Chihuahuas, don't we?
These leaked lubricants all over my foot.
For goodness sakes.
so defensive. Were you masturbating?
Judy. Was I masturbating? No, Mom.
Zip it, okay?
No, I don't masturbate.
That's not something for you to bring up. That's a father and son
Father,
thing.
son. What level are you on, man? 6. Here comes the baby.
Land of serious.
Pete on you? Bad mojo. Bad mojo.
Bad mojo.
I'm sorry, he's got a male dominance. That's all it is.
What's cracking, little bitches?
My first lieutenant. Designation Jazz.
This looks like a cool place to kick it.
I'm playing those video games again. I was wondering if I could ride you home. Give you a ride home.
You don't have to call it that word. If that makes you uncomfortable, you can call it Sam's happy time or my special alone time.
Mom, Judy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The parents very irritating. Yeah. Can I take them out?
Downloaded a couple thousand songs off the internet. Who has it? Who has it?
Glenn, shut up.
No, you shut up. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, criminal. Earthquake! Earthquake! Judy! Judy, get under the table. Move it.
Bumblebee, stop lubricating the man.
Get that thing to stop, huh?
This is bad comedy.
She don't like nobody on the carpet, especially police.
Oh, shut up!
Who did that?
What fun. Plus, I can't help but wonder.
Stop! No.
Sam?
I just keep getting this bizarre feeling.
All right, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin, and she came in there.
Glenn,
all right?
you're free.
Hey, I am not going to jail for you or anybody else. I have done nothing bad my entire life. Hey, man, I'm still a virgin.
It feels like Michael Bay is mocking the target audience of this film. Nah, that's just crazy talk. It's not just the humor that sucks, the action is lacking too, and that's the most important aspect of the film. To be precise, it's the cinematography that's dragging it down. Hey, Michael Bay, you are not Paul Greengrass, and this is not the Bourne Supremacy. Shaky cam works for a particular kind of action scene, and the big climactic city fight between loads of giant robots is not one of those instances. I can barely tell what's happening here, and it's frustrating because this has potential to be really cool. I think the only reason this action may have been praised back in 2007 was because this was the first time we'd seen anything like it. That being said, this is still kind of cool in a spectacle sort of fashion. With the continual release of Bayformers, we cannot return life to the film franchise, yet fate has yielded its reward, a new film to call great. We live in a new age for Transformers movies, one that brings new promise, yet we must never forget those good things the first film managed to achieve, despite its flaws. I have witnessed its capacity for stupid, and though it is far from perfect, I believe there's more to this film than meets the eye. I am the Tom on the internet, and I send this message to any browsing viewers watching this review inside their homes. The film is decent. It is worthy of the awesome credit song.
Get out in that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans.
It's a bad dream.
Are you username ladiesman217?
I don't know what you're talking
Are
about.
you username ladiesman217?
Yeah?
Disappointing. So, I went to see this movie in the cinemas when I was 8 years old. Wanna guess what moment in the film caused some awkward questioning in the screening?
Were you masturbating?
Good times.